Ayo Kalule, former junior middleweight champion, and Cornelius Bozet.
Wilfredo Gomez.
See the difference in this fight.
He has been a featherweight throughout his career.
Not going to be easy tonight. Azumah Nelson is not going to be an easy challenge, and as we get
KOs, we're ready to go from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Pull up and each other up and not doing much else early on here in the first round. Just under.
Wilfredo Gomez not putting the pressure on Nelson right off the bat.
And for the moment, dancing in the center of the ring.
The rap against Gomez has been that from time to time he can get hit. And this is an odd first round, but why not? It's been a strange night so far.
No.
Remember, this is really only the come to him.
Talking this morning with Ricky Wallace, strength in particular of Azumah Nelson. Here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Moon overhead. No signs of nerves for either fighter. Got to give that to Azumah Nelson.
Did throw some pretty good combinations. Many more rounds like that.
Nelson has clearly been the aggressor in the early.
At all concerned with the crowd. And of course Gomez.
Salvador Sanchez in July of '82 at the Garden when he's really only connected one.
She's been there.
You would have expected Gomez to be.
Hasn't landed that well yet, but he's closed the.
Well, the left hand connected on Nelson. Action now after a rather lackluster first round.
A left hand a little bit low, and we talked to Juan Laporte today. Of course, lost another left that strayed below the belt line.
We'll be back with round 3 after this from your local.
Azumah Nelson delivers his jab in a very awkward fashion, but it gets there never.
Been the aggressor.
He has been, and I think that in that.
As we begin round 3.
You know, because of that redness around the eye, you can see it has told Gomez
so far.
Nelson has got Gomez going. A good right by Gomez, however.
And one would think Gomez
doing it. There's another low blow.
Another one.
Gomez. He's found.
Countering with the left is Nelson. And once, as you can hear, has been relatively quiet. And that's the end of the third round. You can see the little blemish under the right eye. Sanchez almost 15 rounds at Madison Square Garden to
Gomez, and already we see that it isn't. Wilfredo continues to go backwards in the fight. He has had lapses like this, moments where the other guy was, and he is not noted as a partner that says, "What was that?"
A right hand, he replied. As now does Azumah Nelson.
Another low blow by Gomez. This time.
And by Gomez. Oh, and he walked into a right hand.
That stunned him, I think. Is what hurt Gomez. He's got Gomez holding on right now. We saw it in the second and third round. The overhand right for Nelson.
At the moment. Oh, and a big right hand.
This last round that really did stun Wilfredo Gomez, and I think what Gomez be this tough. But remember, this has happened before to Gomez. It's a different look. Now some would.
Everything that's been bizarre around here tonight, up to and including the full moon.
I think he's giving him some time now.
Oh, and a quick left. That left
has been even more effective for Nelson when he uses the jab well.
Well, Gomez now is scoring a little bit better.
It's inside. Good right hand by Wilfredo.
Certainly got Azumah Nelson's attention, but not a whole lot more, really.
Over, but the referee is not stopping the action.
Too much home cooking. Shades of Page Coetzee. There's the end of the round.
In his defense, this crowd is very hurt Gomez in the fourth round, had him hurt again in the fifth.
Blemish is on Wilfredo Gomez. Oh, and a big left hand. That's a good point, because Azumah Nelson has been a featherweight.
Kind of lethargic, lackadaisical, but Nelson hurt.
Aggressive round of the fight by far so far, and there's Nelson
in this round at all.
The referee, Octavio
Marugo, is ignited again here in San Juan.
This is to the left. A couple of body shots blocked. I got to tell you, Azumah Nelson does not see Azumah Nelson. And a right. As the 6th round comes to an end, an upset in the middle. We begin round 7.
But he's using it tonight.
How much do you suppose him tonight by this most impressive challenger from
low punch from Gomez, and we should mention he's received several cautions in the
center. And Al Bernstein. Azumah Nelson with a good left hand.
But amazingly, Azumah Nelson keeps coming, and we saw it against
Silvio Miran is the referee tonight. He's from Mexico. The Marcus of Queensberry must be rolling.
Another one just in this round.
Good left hand. That's the end of round 7. We'll be back.
Wait, put your thing on. What are you saying?
What's that? Welcome dictated the terms of the fight throughout tonight.
We should mention this has happened before against roughly 15 to 20 low blows in this fight. And most of it was that he wanted to back Gomez up. He's done that throughout the fight. Gomez is
every single one of them rooting for Gomez.
Extremely well. In this 12-rounder, he may need another low blow. Gomez is landing that left hook low.
Has delivered on Azumah Nelson. Again, dictating the terms, having Gomez back up
in those ropes.
That left looks mighty.
Those ropes, and Nelson batters him.
Half a minute. Nelson looking much pressure of the two, and that's the end. The first fight was a draw. His most recent fight winning the featherweight title from Laporte 3 years ago. So here we are in round 9.
I don't know if he's going to be able to do enough damage to Nelson.
A legitimate featherweight.
And they were getting...
And as we have the fight scored at this moment,
both these fighters have gone over 10 rounds a number of times.
3 judges are from the United States, Great Britain, and Italy.
This is what...
The jab had affected Nelson. Backed him up for the first time.
I really think the body shots of Gomez started to get to him a little bit. I'm not sure we have a conclusive answer either, though.
To you. A lovely night in San Juan.
Just a reminder, the scoring done on a 10-point, that might well just have been a 1-point round for Nelson.
Neither fighter has been off his feet.
Using it well early in the fight, and now on the inside has been going.
But a
couple of good jabs by Nelson. In the fight, it was very effective.
Less than a minute to go.
Punches are now much wider than they were at the beginning of the fight, and Nelson...
And Gomez is going to have his work cut out for him in rounds 11 and 12.
Some of these rounds may be tough to score. I mentioned
Nelson now showing some signs of fatigue at the end of round 10.
So far, I'm not sure that's been the case.
As you see the mouse under that right eye from Beathorn Stadium in San Juan.
Nelson has 14 knockouts, and his 4 knockouts usually come from accumulation of punches. And I don't know...
Desperately to hang on. A right hand by Nelson. Another right hand. Oh, and a right hand. Nelson with a right hand.
Here's where the uppercut's necessary for Nelson. Gomez ducking under.
Wilfredo Gomez, a blood rapidly approaching. Blood now from the mouth of Wilfredo.
That took by Nelson. Gomez nearly out on his feet.
He's down. He's down. Azumah Nelson is and again down. Wilfredo Gomez in the 11th round.
Coming into this fight, and most boxing experts believe that man had an excellent chance.
El ganés Azumah Nelson, Puerto Rico saluda a Ghana.